Hey, what's going on, guys? Benny Childs, founder of the Teach Me to Fish FX trading community, and I am back with another trade recap video for Thursday, September 1st, 2022. All right, let's go ahead and hop into it. Here lately, I've been trading ICT's 2022 mentorship setup on the S&P 500. You guys can go back very far, and you guys know I've been trading S&P, the SPX500 for the longest now. This is my baby. However, I was trading supply and demand, but I am trading what I coin the liquidity finesse by ICT. So let's go into it. All right, I got very lucky. I took two trades. All right, so the first trade I got very lucky. So this blue line right here is the 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time candle. All right, 8:30 open, and I did what I normally do, and that was mark my swing low, most recent swing low, most recent swing high. All right. And I was just kind of looking at the chart, and I noticed we had all this liquidity right here. Just the market just kind of bouncing up, and then we got a break. So I was thinking that let's change this to a white. Sorry. So you guys can see it. I was thinking, you know what? Maybe before 8:30 they've already ran the liquidity, or the buy side liquidity rather, and now they're going to be pushing down. So what I did was drop down to the 1 minute, and it took a little minute because I didn't get right in. Here, let me just push it back. Okay, not this line. That's something else. I'm going to get into that. So before 8:30, I already saw where we've had that market structure shift, right? And this imbalance was already tapped into. Okay, so what I did was I went into this imbalance here. I gotta do this a different way. It was, yeah, see, this one was already tapped into, and so it was about right here, right? And I was a little iffy on it, so I put my stop at that peak there, and I added my 50 points, okay, which put us at 203. All right. And what I did was I dropped, or went up rather, to the daily time frame, and I was just checking to see if there was possibly any liquidity close by. The very first thing that popped out to my eye was this low here that was formed on July 26th. And let me drop back over to the 1 minute. Like I said, I got very lucky on this first trade, right? So I had that. I think, where is Sorry guys, my apologies. It should be more straightforward than this. Okay, yeah, it's that white line, but let me change it. Excuse me, just to make it clear for me, to make sure that I'm explaining it correctly to you guys. I aim for that low. All right. And like I said, I really felt like I got lucky on this particular trade. Grabbed my 208 points. All right. And I was fine with that. Now, here lately, I have been studying the OTE, the Optimal Trade Entry by ICT. All right. And that is simply from 8:30 to 11. We're looking for a pullback. All right. So I noticed we had this drop and the market was pulling back. So I grabbed my OTE fib. All right. And if you guys take a look at the OTE playlist by ICT, he goes on the 5 minute, okay, and he enters in. I'm gonna delete these swing highs and these swing lows. All right, he enters in at the 62% retracement. Excuse me, I'm sorry about that. So, like I said, I saw this drop, okay, and I saw that the market was starting to pull back. So I threw that on there, wanted to see if I could get an entry, okay. It tapped me in at the 62%, all right, and I was trying to hold it into the -2 level, okay. But what I've always done with any retracement strategies, I always would take the 0 as my first TP, okay. I'm sorry, I forgot. I always add 50 points. Okay. So 0 is always my TP1. All right. Partial profit 1. All right. Negative 0.5, partial profit 2. -1, partial profit 3. -1.5, partial profit 4. And then finally -2. I will close out the trade. Well, in this particular trade, all I got was my partial profit here at the 0, giving me 160 points. So today was very lucky. I got one trade for 160 points, the other trade for 208 points, or 208 points. And guys, the points are basically, you just take that whole number, move the decimal over one space to the left, and that's how many pips. So it's 208 points, but it's 20.8 pips. 160 points, but it's actually 16 pips. Okay, so looking at a total of 368 points for the day. All right, 368 points for the day. So again, whenever I take partial profit, I take my partial profit, then I move my stop loss one pip in a profit, so that way I completely am profitable. Like, I'm not giving anything back. So that is how I caught my 368 points, or 36.8 pips for today. I believe. Well, I don't want to get into numbers. That's why I'll just keep the dollar amount out. But I did really well for my account today. So yeah, that first trade was the ICT 2022 mentorship entry with the liquidity run, and then the displacement and market structure shift, entering in on the fair value gap. Okay, and the second one was the OTE entry model. Okay, so I hope that this video has been inspirational. I hope I haven't I hope I haven't babbled on too much. I hope I was clear and concise for you guys. I hope it was educational and inspirational. Let me know how your trading has gone for the week. I'm probably going to be just kind of like watching to see how things go with the non-farm payroll on tomorrow, Friday, September 2nd, 2022. That should come out at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Let's see. So let's see, non-farm payroll right here. Yeah, so it typically always comes out at 8:30 on the first Friday of the month. Yeah, we gonna have a bunch of U.S. news, about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 U.S. news releases. So, and it looks like they're pretty much just gonna be in the morning. So non-farm should be around 8:30. This should be about 8:30, and this will probably be about 10:30. All right, if I'm looking at the time and math correct, let's see if there's more. Nope. Yeah, so probably about from 8:30 to 10:30. So that should still give us some wiggle room for the market to kind of settle down if we don't see anything in the morning session, whether it's the liquidity finesse entry or the OTE entry in the AM. We may be able to get a few pips off of the PM session. Let me take this up to the daily. We did have a run of this low, which is also a push through demand, also a push through an order block, an ICT defined order block. All right, we've had 3 consecutive days just coming down, and this would have been the order block that we would have been taking an entry from, but it got pushed through. So I still think that the market is going to go down. Again, if I take a look at the weekly, we have tons of imbalance here and unmitigated demand. And we're not that far off from it. So again, I still think that this market can go down. I am bearish bias for the indexes, but again, as always, we just play what the charts show us, or rather we trade what the charts show us, and either we're going to be right or we're going to be wrong. But since I've implemented this or ICT's 2022 entry strategy, like I said, I call it the liquidity finesse. Scalping has been great. You know, a little bit more points than I typically would trading 5-minute supply and demand. You guys can kind of go back and look at some of my live stream videos where I actually trade live for you guys. But yeah, everything's pretty copacetic over here. I hope it's the same for you guys. So I'm gonna stop babbling on. If you're not a subscriber, please do me the honor of subscribing. Like the video, comment below. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you're trading, what strategies you guys are using, and maybe you guys maybe want me to go into more in depth about the strategy or share my interpretation of ICT strategy. So, all right, guys, as always, please remember, if you stay in God, you will stay in control. And until next time, happy pip fishing. Bye bye.